Welcome to Parenting Today. My name is Dibal Ainer, and my co-pilot with me is Jen Ngadi. And of course, we shall be flowing today with a conversation on values. This is a continuation of a discussion we started with Marjorie Kabuya, a very interesting person that you need to know, and also a prolific author of this interesting book, Our Values, Our Destiny, a conversation on values in Kenya. And of course, the probing question is, are we facing a crisis when it comes to value in this country? You can see what is happening as far as corruption is concerned, stealing from the public coffers, and we can see also people are doing this with impunity. They don't really care about the Constitution or the letter and the spirit of a Constitution, as it were. So where are we at as a country? Are we facing or are we at the age of the horns of dilemma as far as stanching the flow of corruption is concerned in this country? So join us today. We, as I promised, if you watch this particular program with any regularity, we discussed on how we are going to be looking at the constitutive documents that we have in the country, the Constitution, the Vision 2030, also the national anthem. Yes. Marjorie, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, I thought maybe I should begin with that particular, stanza or first, a verse of the national anthem. Yeah, it's all about God. And of course, all values also emanates from God as well. True. Right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So we promised our viewers that, we're going to be looking at the constitutive documents. And I think also this is where you've really picked a large chunk of your discussion in the book. We want to just go blow by blow and try and see what documents do we have and what sort of pointers are they giving us as far as values is concerned. From our previous episode, I should say, we laid the background. We actually defined what values are. So let's just hear from you. When we shall begin with the national anthem, I don't know.
Well, first of all, let me explain why I thought it was important to put some of the constitutive documents in this book.
Yes.
You see, somebody could ask the question, who has identified the values for Kenya? What right has anybody to impose values on Kenyans or on Kenyan families? Now, the reason I put it here is to answer that question. Because every society, like every family, has to agree what their values are, so that you can hold. You see, you can't hold people accountable for something that they didn't agree.
Yes.
That they didn't set the standard for. So Kenya, that's why I'm saying there is hope. Kenya has set the standards for how they want to be regarded. They have even said what values they want to pursue. They are in their documents, the constitutive documents. They are in the Constitution. The Constitution of Kenya is very good. It has a whole chapter 2 and chapter 6 are talking about how we can form a more cohesive society, how we can be respectful, how we can have integrity. All that is in our Constitution. Also, the national anthem. We have a fantastic national anthem. And there are like 6 values or so. Chapter 1 has 4. Things that are very important, and we sing it all the time. If you remember, when we started to sing it in 1963, if we had done half, we would be more united, we would have more justice, because that's what our prayer. The national anthem is also a prayer. It is saying, we pray, we formed this country, we pray that this is what we become. That's why we sing it all the time. So we were praying to be a just society, a united society, a country where there are blessings, where there is plenty, and there is. God has given us. There were things we put on the table as, God, this is what we pray that this country becomes. This is what we want to be regarded as. So I think the first thing about these documents is to agree and say, we have agreed what we want to become. So we should be asking ourselves, how did we move from what we said we wanted to become to where we are at? Because that is what has to be corrected or tilted back.